Hello, welcome. How's everyone doing today? I hope you're doing well. My name's Raylitz. I'm a variety streamer. I stream lots of video content, suggest me to also draw art, and hopefully I'll be doing 3D modeling for everyone here. Thank you everyone who just joined, and right now we're gonna be doing continuing our art challenge. I know it's been quite a bit since I continued my art challenge here. Been trying to find a time to draw art. Like when it's like when I was like, alright, I'm gonna do an art stream, and then I get DM, it's like, hey, we're doing a mic collab. You want to join in? You want to stream? It's like, yeah, sure, I'll do that. But yeah, it's like having a bit of collabs. If you can see it like recently on my streams, but yeah, I'm happy to draw some art, and obviously, you may find that we have a new face here. Oh, she's asleep right now. She's cute too. She's sleeping. Not he's sleeping, but like his name's Conry. He's very cute patootie. He's a cutie patootie. Yeah. Make sure to figure out. Sure, don't let that's out of the way. Alright. Alright, ready, chat? 3, 2, 1, start the video.
Since the government went full supervillain mode, you've lost your passion for crimes. You've been depressed. Why? Because they've taken the fun out of crimes. Now they're the criminals. But after only literally seconds of research, I found a solution. Acts of kindness, aka charity. That's gonna make them so mad, but I have yet to figure out how to profit off of charity, but I am working on that.
Lol.
Genius, I'm in. Grab a phone and tripod. I know how to profit off this. Alright, first things first, we need to help out the homeless.
Oh, the government hates when people do that.
Take this bowl of hot soup, give it to that homeless man, and say something nice.
Oh yeah, bitch, I'm on it. Hi, I noticed you were in need and wanted to give you, for absolutely nothing in return, like subscribe and comment, you sluts, this bowl of scolding hot soup.
Oh, wow. Really? Good God! Channel 5 here reporting on what seems to be a charitable donation in our city streets, no doubt enabling the poor to ask for more of your tax dollars! Good God!
Lol.
It appears the soup has been spilled onto the homeless man! How do we spin this one now? Right, yeah. Keep your suit as hot as they did
Oh
with
my God,
thermal
what the
containers!
fuck?
Buy now to get 1 free month of Thermo Plus subscription!
You got this, go ahead.
Hi there, mobile impaired old lady about to cross a very busy, deadly street. Would you like assistance?
Why, yes, thank you.
Silly me, I have you in the delivery robot lane. We better move you this way a bit.
Oh, Nelly, my hips make it difficult to move to the sides.
All right, well, just one step at a time, Grandma. Come on.
Oh, God, it's getting closer.
Grandma, come on. We need to hurry. Come on.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh, no. No, Grandma, no.
Oh, God, tell my grandkids I love them.
No, Grandma, you tell them yourself, okay? You can survive this.
It's too late for me now. The delivery robot has got me.
Just move
Jesus
on.
Christ, what
There's nothing you can do! She belongs to Scamazon now.
I'd say we're off to a pretty good start here.
These are supposed to be good deeds.
And we kept a homeless man warm, as well as helped relocate an elderly woman. I wonder how my soup caught fire anyway. Kinda weird, right?
One last try.
Behold, an abandoned cat, the last of its litter left alone in the streets. Take note of its tactical use of cuteness. And I'm sure you would agree it's criminally fluffy, floofy, even. Oh, you
Oh,
are a
no.
guy, aren't you?
Getting distracted.
But I digress. I will be adopting this cat and giving it a free life of luxury, a roof, food, plenty of
I forgot
scrubs on
the
its fluffy little head.
actual.
Your turn, Coastal City.
So we're just helping cats now? That
Worked like a charm.
But it gets even better. Guess how good our video did.
I mean, probably at least decent, yeah.
21 views and 4 likes.
Whoa.
You can't escape
Whoa.
me.
video is sponsored by G-Subs. There's a link down below that'll send you free packets to your door, but if you make a purchase with that link, you save 10%.
Ooh. Nah. Seizures. Go.
Really bad ones. And some of the ones we're going to see here today are those. But I'm going to tell you now, r/entitled parents is not a place I go to like commiserate with the guys I'm seeing here. A lot of times the type of shit you hear from this subreddit are just things you couldn't even fathom the rationale behind. Let's take this one for instance. My mom called my landlord to complain about the way I decorated my own apartment, and I only found out because my landlord called me confused. You know how weird that has to be, where like your landlord is the guy who has your back over your own family? We'll jump into this in a minute, but if you guys enjoy this video, this card at the end will take you to another one like it. And be sure to drop a like and subscribe with notifications on so you never miss an upload. I moved into my first solo place 8 months ago, and it took me forever to make it feel like mine. Hey, I get that, man. I've been in this spot for years, and the only thing that makes
I
it seem
understand
like
that.
I'm the one who made it is because of how much of a mess it is. I painted one wall in my bedroom a deep olive green. Hey, nice shout, man. I see you. Look at this shit. I hung shelves, put up photos, got curtains I actually liked. Nothing was done without checking my lease first. Smart guy, smart guy. There's nothing like making a really personal decoration in your home, like punching a hole in your wall, and then suddenly your landlord's all like, hey, man, don't punch holes in walls. No damage, no violations, just a space that finally felt like it belonged to me. Which, it's a really good feeling, like the first time you get your own place and you can really make it your own. You can get all the stupid toys you wanted to have around your room that your parents told you, no, that costs money and it looks dumb. Well, guess what, Mom? I can put 2 Rollsay plushies on a piano on top of an Xbox chair if I want to. My mom had visited once back in the spring and spent most of the tour telling me the green wall was depressing. I'm pretty sure scientifically, green, the color, is supposed to like make you feel better because it reminds you of nature. It's like the whole reason they plant like trees all over a city and make sure there are like public parks you can go to in them. She told me my shelves were crooked and that the curtains made the room look smaller. I listened, said I liked it, and moved on. I thought she had too. That doesn't seem like a crazy experience on the surface either. Like, your parents aren't always going to like the place that you've made for yourself, but the whole point is that you made it for yourself. How often are they really going to come by to be pissed at it if they don't live nearby you too often?
Oh, I see,
Last Tuesday, my landlord called me and opened with, so I got a bit of an unusual call. Like, probably the worst person to hear that sentence from outside of, like, maybe an employer. My mom had phoned him directly. British person spotted. Used the word phoned. I could be projecting on that one. I've just never heard that ever outside of the context of a person from the UK. My mom introduced herself as my mother and told him she was concerned about modifications I had made to the apartment and wanted to know if he had approved them and whether they were plans to address them before my lease renewal. Just the amount of steps that would take to even follow up on that. Like, not only do you have to find the name of the complex that the guy's living at himself, you need to find the number of the landlord specifically. I feel like it's very rare that even neighbors, unless it's affecting the quality of their life in their apartment, would snitch on each other over this. My landlord said he had told her he had no concerns about my tenancy and that the apartment was in good condition, and she apparently pushed back and asked him to take another look. Hey, yeah, could you do another audit of my son's apartment? I just really need to be validated in the opinion that it looks like shit. That is like something you do with other wine moms on Facebook. You don't try to get the landlord involved on that. If you're like one of those moms who like talks shit about their kids all the time, I really can't stop you. It's like literally in the Constitution that it's your right to do so. But it's like being a comedian. You have to find your audience. You probably shouldn't ask the guy who literally signed off on everything you said you dislike. She felt things had been done that could affect the property value. He called me purely because he found the whole thing strange and wanted me to know. I was so embarrassed I didn't know what to say to him. When I called my mom, she said she was just looking out for me. See, the way to do that would have been to talk to the kid directly, where it's like, you know, he said it was okay in the moment, but like, if he, down the line, thinks that the property value has been affected, he might get on your ass, so that might be something you want to cover ahead of time before you move out and they do an inspection. You don't try to preempt the inspection, man! She said that if I had a problem with it, maybe I should think about whether my decorating choices were actually as fine as I thought they were. If I had this mother and she walked into my house, she'd probably like kill me on spot if she saw my office. Look at this fucking place. It's very clear like how much of a fucking loser I am, man. She'd like point at the Rollsay plush and go like, is that satanic imagery? Take it right back to the early 2000s with that Pokemon Satanic Panic. That guy's not even a Pokemon. I don't know why I said that. She genuinely didn't seem to care why I was upset and kept reframing it as concern for my future and rental history. I told her clearly she is not to contact anyone in my life about my living situation again. Like, this was so bad on this dude. He's like, I don't care if I'm homeless. I don't care if I'm barely making ends meet or if I need help with money for rent, the last person I'm going to for that shit is you, Mom. Not my landlord, not my employer, not anyone. She said I was being dramatic and hung up. Damn, you really let her get the last word in like that? I hate to say it about this woman in particular, but you kind of let her bitch you. I'm still angry and I honestly don't know what the next steps look like with her. Man, that is like just so odd and like, I don't want to say creepy because I don't know what the rest of this guy's relationship with his mom is like. Maybe this is like a one-off neurotic thing. But like if something like that happened, that would really put me off. Like as a parent, you're not gonna like, nor should you probably like everything your kid does with their life. Even if it's like personal decisions, you can just like aesthetically disagree. Like you don't gotta live there, man. Hell, you don't even have to stay at the place if you're visiting from out of town. You can get a hotel. But like trying to get the landlord to inspect it to like potentially fucking charge your kid money for something they had apparently already gotten permission for, like that's just way too much. Let's hope this one is like a bit of a breather because that last one was like
I would have been really pissed
my
myself.
estranged mother thinks she's entitled to my homemade jelly. I mean, the first adjective being estranged makes me think she's not entitled to anything from you. My aunt sent me the following text from my estranged mother. Let your niece know the honeysuckle is in full bloom. We will not be home tomorrow. If she wants to come get some, we will not be home tomorrow if she wants to come get some then. But I want a couple of jars of her strawberry jam in exchange. And I think that father's name will want some honeysuckle when she makes it. Wow, the entitlement. I'd rather collect flowers sprayed with poison and make jelly out of that. It would still be less toxic than her. Ooh, I see you. Why is she speaking like a goddamn witch from the Middle Ages? Like you hear a lot about people becoming estranged from their parents or explicitly going no contact. But usually like when you talk to the parent, like who it happened to, they're talking about like, what went wrong? Why don't they talk to me anymore? I'm their parent for God's sake. But this estranged mom was calling their own daughter their sister's niece. It's like we have a secret third sibling who this is the child of, but I am going to send this vaguely threatening text to? It almost feels like it could just be haggling while using a middleman. Maybe not threatening, but like certainly off-putting. Better pudding than the Jello, I suppose. Get it? I had my turn at you're too old for that, give it to my kid today. This is like one thing that pisses me off. Like whenever I see a story of parents seeing like an adult with a hobby buying something for themselves, perhaps the hobby is like maybe centered around kids or is generally kid-friendly. So I was doing some grocery shopping at my local Aldi today, and I was wearing my hat that has Pokemon patches on it. Guy literally had a mark of like his authenticity on it. If you see a guy in the toy aisle with like actual Pokemon memorabilia on their person, and they're like getting Pokemon cards, you can safely assume they're legit and not just like a scalper or some shit. Okay, it's just a black cap with 3 patches. A Psyduck, a Magikarp, and a Gyarados. Oh, water type, huh?
Yeah,
You
we
must
had
have
Pokemon
loved
scalpers
Hoenn.
before.
I loved Hoenn.
Like,
Hope you're
the
enjoying
actual
those new
Pokemon
Pokemon
merch.
starters too. I got to the checkout and there was this woman there with her 2 kids. Oh, so they were literally like at the point of purchase when they were doing this shit. They were almost at the store about to get on with their day. I thought this was like an ambush in the aisle, like where you pick it off the shelf or some shit. The kids were misbehaving and she was yelling at them. That's when the boy saw my hat and said, Mom, I like her hat. They wanted the fucking hat? You're kidding me. It wasn't even something off the shelf, dude. I thought I knew exactly where this situation was going. This is gonna be like the most annoying experience this guy has had for years, probably. Next thing I know, the woman is telling me to give my hat to her kid because I'm too old for it. She even tried to reach over and yank it off my head. That's assault. You can fucking beat her ass now. Not legal advice. Don't listen to me for that sort of thing. I told her to go away and that I didn't have to give my hat to her or her kid and stuffed it under the jumper I was wearing. Checked out and left. Anywho, it's not much, but there's my encounter with an entitled parent. That's like pretty low stakes, all things considered. Also that you managed to get in and out pretty swiftly. But like, holy shit, that is like one of the more annoying tales I've heard of like anything in this
It's
vein.
like, holy
I'd like to think
hell,
that I'm
like,
above
what the
starting a
fuck?
streaming match over some shit like that, but like the audacity? I'm hoping like this kind of guy runs into unpleasant parent, not necessarily theirs, but they get away without like being worse for wear as the majority of stories we see while I'm recording this. Because at least that like won't leave the psychological scars with you. Okay, this one is fucking crazy. A small child punched me in the stomach because I wouldn't let him pet my dog who was clearly in distress. His parents got mad at me. My very old dog was outside in our yard foaming at the mouth, gasping for air, and it was coming out the other end. This was right after he had incontinence in the house. I was crashing out because the vet said he could die any day, so I'm thinking this is the end. Oh man, that is like a terrible headspace to be annoyed by anything in, like even if it's just dying a bunch in a game. I might like blow a gasket just internally, like, come on man, I needed an escape, not to get my shit rammed. I'm in the yard figuring out
shit
what to do,
rammed.
and I see in my peripheral vision
Oh
some
my
kid running
God.
up to us on my yard. This is not one of the neighborhood kids. He's from a party up the street. So not even like a resident of your local community, and he's still like trespassing, man. His mom, hope it's okay if they play. My son is due for a doggy play date. I'm sorry, no the fuck you're not. For one, you need to be aware of the fact that dogs absolutely can maul children to death. You as a parent shouldn't be trusting like every dog you see. If it's like going on a walk, it's like a good chance it's fine. But like the kid was running up onto the yard, and this guy has no obligation to like give you access to his pet who you know nothing about and like what they've got going on. Whether that's health issues, behavioral issues, nothing like that. I physically put myself in between the child and my dog. The child fucking punched me in the stomach. It took everything in me not to physically retaliate to a child. Sorry, call me a bad person, I don't care. Bro, you already got punched by her on your property. As far as I'm concerned, this is a stand your ground state. Kidding. Violence against children is wrong. I respectfully restrained her child by the arm and marched him to his mom. She
Violence
freaked
against
out
children
that
is
I had
wrong
put my
to an
hands on her
extent.
son. I ignored her because my dog was my only priority. Then the fucking dad struts over and starts screaming in my face to never lay his hand on his kid again. His son just wanted to pet your dog. That kid just fucking threw a goddamn hook in the stomach, bro. They could have killed them from a liver shot. What if they were secretly the next fucking 𝙂𝙚𝙣𝙚 and you had killed the guy because you just let him get out of your sight? You don't know what that kid is capable of. Not that they should have like fought back
Holy
like
shit.
with fists or anything.
That's
but,
funny. Oh
I
God,
was so
ow.
overstimulated because the kid was
Shit.
screaming bloody murder, having a tantrum that he can't pet my dog. There's definitely a Family Guy cutaway gag about this exact scenario. Meanwhile, my dog has
Oh, I
a
bet.
clonic seizure, full shaking unconscious. They suddenly got real quiet and finally back off. I hear the mom tell her son, the doggy isn't feeling well. We have to go let him rest. Those parents are so fucking lucky I'm a healed person. That's gotta be like a good feeling to be able to like put at the end of a Reddit post where it's like, a lesser version of me would have smacked the shit out of your kid and held you responsible by proxy. Like the best outcome from like pretty much any of these situations is that no one gets like permanently.
Me now would have just let the kid go. I was like, what? No, I was more like, what would I do if I get punched in the gut by a kid and trying to protect my dog? I would probably choke hold the kid, lift him off the ground, and chuck him halfway across the yard. And tell the parents, you get the fuck off my yard. Because if I get punched, I know it's a kid, but that is technically classified as assault, and the parents will be held responsible for it. And so, to some extent, yes. I wouldn't chuck. Actually, I think I wouldn't chuck the kid halfway across the yard. Probably kick punt the kid to the ground and say, "Hey, don't do that. Bad, bad." A lesser version of me, I guess. I don't know. Maybe a lesser version of me would just. Yeah, that lesser version would just drop kick the kid and then throw him halfway across the yard.
Hurt, and like obviously this guy got fucking punched in the sternum, no taking that back. They come away like thinking about it a little more and going, man, I should not let anything remotely close to that happen again. I sat in my yard in the dark with my dog until my vet came to my house. My dog couldn't walk after everything that just happened. He weighs nearly as much as I do, so I needed help moving him. My husband was away for work, and they put the dog down after this. Oh man, that's like a terrible parting memory, but I hope he gave you a lot of joy in life. Emancipated nephew moved home. Now his parents want child support. About 2 years ago, my nephew was kicked out by his excessively religious parents. I financially supported him to become emancipated and provided him a safe home. Good on ya, good shit, we love to see it.
That's
Over
good.
Christmas, his parents reconciled with him and begged him to move home. They just sent me a demand letter for child support since I helped him become emancipated? How does a demand letter like that even work? Like, there's no legal precedent for that as far as I'm aware. Like, what fucking lawyer is
Exactly.
signing on for that shit? Like, to send it over and be like, yeah, you know the kid who's now, like, legally responsible for himself, like, at his age? We want child support for that kid, who there's no legal responsibility for. My wife and I can't stop laughing. He's not actually my nephew, he's my cousin's son. He was kicked out for refusing to say he was straight, and because he wouldn't stop associating with the kid at school they believe is gay? Wait, so you're telling me it wasn't even just like straight homophobia? It was like homophobia by proxy. So then you're hanging around this kid we think's like a little homosexual, a little too close. It makes us second glance you, and you gotta get out now. We saw the way he hit that walk at the high school basketball game that we sat in on. Yeah, no good. Can't be around him. Nada. That is some comments
Bad
saying
parents
that
and a
my dad
half.
said I owed him reimbursement for moving out because I'm taking my stuff with me. So I finally moved out of my parents' house after
I don't
college.
understand
Nothing dramatic,
parents
just
like
got a
that
small
at
apartment with a
all.
friend. My dad sees me packing my bedroom furniture and goes, "You're taking that?" I'm like, "Yes, this is my dresser." He goes, "Well, I bought it, so if you're taking it, you owe me $300? It's like at that point, if you're gonna physically stop me from taking out the furniture I've had my entire life, unless I give you like 300 USD, I'm like, fuck it, just keep the damn thing. I'll find like a cheaper one on Craigslist. I thought he was joking. Nope, dead serious. He starts listing everything he ever bought me. You know, the shit that you are supposed to provide your child.
I have my parents
as a
list everything
parent,
they
my
ever bought me
childhood
to and
bed,
won't
my
pay
desk
pay
I've
them.
had since I was 14. The lamp from Walmart, even the curtain. He literally said those curtains weren't free. You think you just get to walk away with them? My mom stepped in and was like, she is not paying for curtains from 2012. Shout out mom in this case. When you move out of your parents' place, like maybe there's an argument that like you don't take every single piece of furniture as like a hand-me-down. It's just so counter to the experience I've had and basically everybody I know who's on good terms with their parents has had when they first moved out. My dad goes, "It's the principle." The principle? I ended up buying my own cheap furniture and leaving everything behind just so he couldn't invoice me. The man texted me later, "Don't forget you owe me rent for raising you." Oh my
What
fucking
the
god.
fuck?
No, they categorically do not. If you didn't house them when they were your kid, legal responsibility, you might have gone to jail for not doing it. This just like flies in the face of so much I've experienced because like everybody in my life, like when they first moved
I
out,
hate
it was
trying
often
to
like
tell
against
parents.
their parents' wishes. Like they would want their own space, but their parents are like, "Listen, we're willing to have you. We'll feed you. We just want you to save more money," and then do everything they could to like help their kid land on their feet when they left. They'd like try and get them to take as much furniture as they could so that like they didn't have to spend the money on it, especially if it was already in their room. Just being this petty about the fucking curtains? That seems insane to me. Like if you want to keep all your kid shit there so you can turn it into a guest room now that they moved out, that's like one thing, right? But like that is just an absurd scenario to me. "Your son can't be in there," said random guy. "I know," said the parent, probably. I'm at our local YMCA and enjoying some time in the hot tub. There are multiple signs stating no one under 16 years of age is to be in the hot tub. The lap pool is about 5 feet away from where swim lessons for young children are going on. A young boy, maybe 5, comes over and stands by the hot tub. His mother, presumably, comes over and says something to him in what I believe is Chinese. The boy steps down one step into the hot tub. Before I can say anything, the swim instructor looks over and sees him. "Ma'am, your son cannot be in that hot tub." The mom says, "I know." She then says something to her son again and steps down to the second step. He begins splashing water onto him, up over his back. Like a really roundabout way of discouraging him from continuing. "If you take one more step forward, you're gonna have a bad time." The instructor even more forcefully says, "Ma'am, your son
Alright.
cannot be in the hot tub." The mom goes, "Okay," splashes her son a few more times. At this point, the instructor gets out of the pool and begins approaching the mom, who proceeds to grab her son by one arm and yank him out of the hot tub. She then walks over to the women's locker room, places her hand squarely on the sign that states, "Parents with children of the opposite gender, please use the family changing rooms," and walks inside with him. They came back out a few minutes later with the mom now in a swimsuit, and after that I lost track of him. I'm really wondering if there was some sort of language barrier issue here. Like all the answers are like 1 or 2 word responses to whatever the pool instructor's asking of her. She was like
Probably a
apparently
language
speaking
barrier.
Chinese to the kid. I really have no way of knowing for sure, but the fact that she got the hell out of Dodge when the swim instructor actually stood up to enforce the rules he kept reminding her of, yeah, I'm leaning more to one way than the other. My mom keeps giving away my stuff to guests without asking me. I went home for the holidays and noticed my favorite sweater was gone. My mom casually says, "Oh, I gave that to your cousin. You never wear it." Same thing happened with books, makeup, even my charger and my old phone. I'm not being petty. It's just not hers to give. And when I say anything, she acts like I'm materialistic. I read that as maternalistic, and I'm like, acting motherly
Materialistic?
towards your mom. Crazy. No, I just don't
Materialistic.
like being looted like a free boutique. Am I the
Oh,
wrong
that's
one? I'm
funny.
sorry, bro. The storm's approaching. You're down. Your buddy doesn't have a reboot card to pick you up with. He left you for dead. That golden scar is mine. Holy shit. All right, I think I'm going to wrap this one up here. That card I mentioned should be on screen now. Be sure to drop a like and subscribe with notifications on. Anyways, this has been Quite, and I'll see y'all next time.
That was funny as fuck. I probably don't want to watch this on stream. How? What if Beakus? Ooh. I've seen it for a long time. Alright. Alright.
You could fit over 1 million Earths inside our sun. But you could squeeze over 1 billion suns into the absolutely gigantic star named Betelgeuse. No, not that Betelgeuse.
Or that
This
Beetlejuice.
is an unstable red.
Once again. Here's just falling. Hi, Logs. I think following. Welcome. How are you doing today? Hopefully you're doing well. My name is Brandon Blitz. I'm a variety streamer. I stream lots of video chats as well as I draw art, as I see here. And hopefully sooner or later I'll be doing 3D modeling for everyone here. Welcome. How are you doing today? Hopefully you're doing well. I'm just doing my weekly art challenges here. Not weekly actually, but like I'm doing an art challenge. Oh, they just left. Shit. Anywho.
Supergiant that's rapidly pushing into its final fusion cycles before it detonates into an extremely violent supernova. You really wouldn't want to see this in our neighborhood. If Betelgeuse replaced our sun, it would swallow half of the solar system, and that's before it explodes. Would you survive? Well, it ain't looking so good for you, but let's find out. Scientists aren't really sure exactly how far Betelgeuse is from Earth. We know it's in our Milky Way galaxy, and we estimate it's between 550 to 700 light years away.
Ugh.
We also don't know how big and how massive this star really is. That's because this giant is a pulsating mess that's too bright for our telescopes to see more precisely. We know it's between 14 and 20 times more massive than the Sun and up to 1,000 times larger in diameter. That's over 1 billion kilometers across. What we do know is that it's bright, hot, young, and explosive. As in, it's about to explode. Soon. Sometime in the next 100,000 years.
I mean, I'm hot, bright, young, and explosive.
10,000.
Which kind of explosive? I don't know.
It could happen any day. So, what would happen if it explodes? Well, that's one of the most anticipated astronomical events in history. And scientists have been watching closely because lately, Betelgeuse has been acting weird. I mean, Betelgeuse has always been kind of weird. Because it's so close and so huge, it's one of the most studied stars in the sky. And we know it's a highly volatile star. We're talking shock waves and hot spots driven by these massive internal bubbles. Convection cells so big, they'd swallow Earth's entire orbit. These convection cells disturb the surface and trigger violent shock waves. All that disturbance creates massive hotspots that make Betelgeuse go darker and brighter, pulsating in cycles that can last years. In 2019, it went through what many astronomers thought was a pre-supernova phase. It was the opening act before the star exploded, an event known as the Great Dimming. Yeah, this massive, super prominent star in our sky just went dark, down to a third of its usual brightness. Scientists eventually figured out that it was because it blew a great chunk of seething plasma into space. That chunk was 400 billion times the mass of the chunks our sun emits. When the dust cooled off, Betelgeuse blocked so much of its own light, we could hardly see the star anymore. That dimming was extraordinarily and highly violent. Kind of like blowing both your pecs off. So, yeah, Betelgeuse is ready to go boom. What will happen when it does? Well, if a star like that exploded in place tomorrow, it would light up our night sky. Even that far away, it would be as bright as a full moon, and it would be visible in full daylight. Betelgeuse is so big and red because it's burned through all of its hydrogen, which means it's burning helium now, and maybe even carbon. And once stars start doing that, well, they also start fusing heavier elements like neon and iron. When Betelgeuse's core is full of iron, nuclear fusion will stop. The core will cool and gravity will overwhelm the star. The core will collapse and the rest of the star will fall inwards towards the imploding core. In a split second, all that star matter will hit the superheated core and bounce off of it as a super violent shockwave. And boom, supernova. Yeah, when Betelgeuse does go supernova, well, the scale will be so massive that it's almost impossible to imagine. It makes everything on our tiny blue marble feel insignificant. But if there's one thing I've learned from hosting this show, it's that even in a universe of exploding stars, what happens here on Earth matters. And while we have the power to save lives here on Earth, there isn't much you can do when massive stars go supernova. For Betelgeuse, well, that would be the end of its days. But it's a good thing, because when massive stars like Betelgeuse end their life cycles in a violent cosmic explosion, they scatter elements like carbon and iron in the nearby space. All those elements that are crucial to life. Without the death of stars like this, well, life wouldn't exist. You and I and our iron-based blood wouldn't be around. Okay, if Betelgeuse went supernova exactly where it is now, it would release so much energy that you'd see it with the naked eye. But what would that kind of energy do to Earth? Well, the good news is 600 light years, give or take, is still way too far to deal with any kind of damage to our planet. By the time the gamma rays and X-rays from the explosion reached Earth, they'd spread out way too much. Yeah, they wouldn't be powerful enough to breach our magnetic field or damage the ozone layer. Plus, it would take a long time for any gas and matter from the dying Betelgeuse to reach our solar system. I mean, it could take millions of years. No, to see some real supernova danger, we'd need to move this enormous dying star a little closer to home, like 160 light years from us. Yeah, this is exactly how close a star needs to go supernova to shake things up down here on Earth. If Betelgeuse was sitting 160 light years away from us, it would be far bigger and brighter in the sky. And it's already famously bright, one of the 10 brightest stars in the sky. You've already seen it, even if you didn't realize it. It's this bright star anchoring Orion's shoulder. What's so cool about Betelgeuse? Astronomers have been watching it for so long that we have first-hand observations from ancient Greek astronomers. And, surprise, Betelgeuse used to be a different color, which means that even in our brief civilized time on this planet, humans have watched it go from a pale yellow to the reddish color we see today. Now, what would happen if that star went full thermonuclear blast at 160 light years away? Well, it would be bright. Like, brilliant. Lighting up the night bright. The explosion would shower Earth in X-rays and poke holes in the ozone layer. And yeah, you really need Earth to have its ozone layer, because it's like a premium planetary sunblock, except instead of a greasy lotion, it's a thin layer of gas high in the sky, keeping you from being literally cooked. This gassy layer acts as a giant shield that
fair.
absorbs the sun's harshest UV radiation before it can hit the ground. Without it, you'd get brutal sunburns in minutes of being out in the open. And with enough of this radiation, your DNA would get all wrecked. Now, Betelgeuse going supernova 160 light years away from Earth wouldn't shred the ozone layer to pieces, but it would cause extra mutations to plants and animals, extra skin cancer, extra northern lights and southern lights. Well, auroras everywhere. But it wouldn't wipe humanity out. Actually, this kind of explosion likely did happen in the last 10 million years, and Earth is still here today. Now, if we move Betelgeuse even closer, well, that's a different story. If we moved Betelgeuse 50 light years from Earth and it went supernova, well, its explosion would be deadly, like mass extinction event deadly. And to give you a sense of how dangerous this supernova is, this explosion would take place nearly 500 trillion kilometers away, and still it would destroy our entire ozone layer. Suddenly, you'd have zero protection against the sun's UV rays. And maybe you're thinking, no big deal, just put on some more sunblock. The problem is, you can't put sunscreen on phytoplankton and reefs. The sun's radiation would decimate them, and that's dangerous because the reefs and plankton are the foundation of Earth's food chains. Those food chains would collapse, and die-outs would ripple upwards from single-celled organisms to apex predators. That's mass extinction. Earth would be showered with gamma rays and radiation, and our atmosphere would be swamped with smog like nitrous oxide. It would be bad news for our climate. And you wouldn't last very long in these harsh conditions. Hopefully, though, you'd get a glance of the supernova exploding so close to Earth just before our planet burns up. Because if we moved Betelgeuse to the center of our solar system, you wouldn't have time to witness a supernova. You'd die long before Betelgeuse explodes. All right, if we replaced our sun with Betelgeuse, well, that would be a dramatic killer event. Betelgeuse is not just a star, it's a monster. Remember, you can fit 1.2 billion suns inside of it. So, if you were standing there on Earth, looking up at the sky when this happened, what would you see? Well, not much. There wouldn't be a sky. Earth wouldn't orbit Betelgeuse. It would be inside it. Yeah, our entire planet would be engulfed in a stellar inferno. Because that's how enormous Betelgeuse is. For a fraction of a second, you'd see the brightest reddish-orange flash you've ever seen, and then you'd be incinerated. Yeah, you and the rest of the creatures on planet Earth would be reduced to ashes, air-fried, barbecued. You know, actually, despite its size,
Barbecued.
Betelgeuse is actually pretty cool for a star. Its surface is only about 3,200 degrees Celsius. That's 800 degrees Fahrenheit. The sun's surface is a lot hotter at 5,500 degrees Celsius. But still, that's more than enough to cremate every living thing on Earth in real short order. In other words, you'd be dead. So, you wouldn't have to wait around for Betelgeuse to go supernova. Like I said, Betelgeuse is gigantic. It's so big, it's got a diameter between 640 to 1,000 times our sun. Now, scientists measure the distance between the sun and Earth in astronomical units, specifically That distance is exactly 1 astronomical unit. Betelgeuse would stretch 3.6 to 4.6 astronomical units in all directions. Yeah, it wouldn't just swallow Earth. Mercury and Venus would be gone too, as they're even closer to the sun than Earth is. Even Mars would be inside this violent supergiant. If Betelgeuse replaced the sun, there wouldn't be 8 planets in our solar system. There would be only 4. Maybe even 3, because Jupiter would now be dangerously close to this supergiant. If you really wanted to avoid being toasted, you'd have to be out by Saturn. At this point, you might as well just move to Pluto. Now, Jupiter would be in a pickle. Being the closest planet orbiting Betelgeuse, it would turn into a hot Jupiter, which is actually a thing. Hot Jupiters are a class of some of the first exoplanets we ever found. They are superheated gas giants in tight, low orbits around their star, with temperatures ranging in the thousands of degrees. Most hot Jupiters orbit much smaller stars with orbital periods of 12 days. But Jupiter would go around Betelgeuse in 12 years. It's likely that Betelgeuse would cook Jupiter along with the inner solar system's planets. All that hydrogen and helium that Jupiter's made of is perfect fuel for Betelgeuse. And Jupiter's icy moons would just melt. If there was any life hiding in the oceans of Jupiter's moons, well, those Jovians wouldn't be so jovial. Yeah, okay, that is a nasty space.
Yeah, it
In
is.
any case, though, Jupiter would get hot if it survived at all. But here's the thing. You somehow predicted this violent solar system change and moved out to one of Saturn's moons, like Titan. Well, from here, the sky would be a deep blood red orange color. Much of the ice in Saturn's rings would melt and vaporize, blasted into space by Betelgeuse's stellar wind. Titan's atmosphere would puff up from the heat. It would stop raining methane and it would just start raining. Scientists have actually studied this idea to explore what would happen in 5 billion years when the sun expands into a red giant. Though they didn't factor in a supergiant, so they'd have to adjust their math. They also didn't factor in this. Yeah, Betelgeuse comes with a little surprise. A second star in orbit around Betelgeuse. Scientists just discovered that the red supergiant is actually in a relationship. That is, it has a companion star. It's a unique binary star system. And scientists didn't notice this companion until recently, because Betelgeuse is so big and bright. This young, new blue-white star is similar in size to our sun, and about 1.5 times the mass of our sun. Compared to Betelgeuse, though, it's a tiny dot. It's also orbiting Betelgeuse at a distance of about 4 astronomical units. That means if we teleported Betelgeuse and its companion to our solar system, we'd have this new, smaller star in the range of Saturn's orbit. Yeah, Saturn could be on a collision path to real trouble from Betelgeuse's companion star, the ominously named star Beetle Buddy.
Beetle Buddy?
Beetle Buddy? Yeah.
Really?
Well, that's the boatiest McBoatfaceest name for a star I've ever heard. Nicely done, Jared.
Sounds like a sidekick
Jared
name.
Goldberg and his colleagues who discovered this companion star
Ooh,
formally named
hydrate.
it Alpha Ori.
Oh, there's a hydrate. 3 minutes
I
ago.
still prefer Beetle Buddy.
Oh
In any
well.
case, it's goodbye Saturn, and probably goodbye Beetle Buddy. Well, we hardly knew you. Yeah, scientists figure that Beetle Buddy's going to be pulled into Betelgeuse within 10,000 years anyway. So if we replace the sun with Betelgeuse, well, either Beetle Buddy would get consumed by the red supergiant, gut shot by Saturn, or blown to pieces in a supernova. Okay, after Betelgeuse and Beetle Buddy swallow the inner planets and blast Saturn and Jupiter to cosmic dust, what would be left of the solar system? Well, you've still got Neptune and Uranus, and Betelgeuse, like any star, would create a new habitable zone around itself. Because Betelgeuse is about 100,000 times more luminous than the Sun and up to 1,000 times its
fair.
diameter, the new
Absolutely
habitable
fair.
zone would be pushed way out to about 316 astronomical units. That's 10 times further out than Neptune, way out past the Kuiper Belt. All those icy objects floating in the dark corners of the solar system, like Triton and Pluto, would suddenly get a lot of heat from the new sun. Even further out, trans-Neptunian objects like the potential dwarf planet Sedna or even the mysterious planet X would be the best places for life to survive. Well, small chance of that, but still. Even with this new habitable zone, there wouldn't be enough time for life to emerge on any of the planets beyond the Kuiper Belt, because Betelgeuse is about to blow. Remember the supernova? Yeah, it's happening. If Betelgeuse went supernova from the center of our solar system, it would release a blast of energy bigger than our sun will ever produce over its entire 10 billion year lifetime. Imagine every ray of sunshine that will ever hit Earth compressed into a burst lasting just a few seconds. Well, that's Betelgeuse going supernova. By then, though, Earth will be long gone, and the remaining planets would be obliterated. You can kiss Uranus goodbye.
Get it?
I mean, we haven't had a good Uranus joke in 2026. And that's the only one we're doing, I swear.
I'm sure.
Whatever, it's right there. Yeah, anyhow, as the explosion cleared, the solar system would be gone, replaced by a massive glowing nebula. This explosion would forge an expanse filled with heavy elements like gold and platinum, seeding the galaxy with the raw materials for new stars and planets, and even life to take our place eventually. So that's what would happen if we swapped our sun with Betelgeuse. And I can gladly say that it's not happening anytime soon. Actually, never. The sun stays in its place, and
better be never.
Betelgeuse will inevitably explode about 600 light years away from us. But it does make me think about dropping other objects into our solar system.
Oh no.
What if a black hole or a neutron star replaced our sun? Well, that's a story for another.
What if? Alright.
Just when you think the internet can't get any worse, it does. Today we're looking at notorious videos deleted from YouTube forever. Some caused mass panic, others put people in the emergency room. One almost cost someone their life. But the most disturbing part isn't the video itself. It's what the creator was thinking when they pressed record. These are notorious videos deleted from YouTube forever.
Oh, now crack in half.
Are awesome. If you're the old man whose life was ruined. There's a side of YouTube that thrives on conflict. It focuses on arguments, scandals, and accusations, and millions of viewers tune in to hear about it. At the center of that world is a channel called Drama Alert. It's run by a creator known as Keemstar. When Keemstar covers a story, people pay attention. Drama Alert videos have amassed more than 1 billion views, but covering internet drama can be messy. Keemstar has been accused of bullying, harassment, and stirring up fights. One day he posted a video about a new situation, but this time he got the facts wrong, and that mistake mistake almost destroyed an innocent person's life. The Drama Alert channel wasn't only about online drama. Keemstar sometimes exposed scammers, preds, and people doing real harm. He also claimed every story was fact-checked, and his audience believed every word. In January 2016, Keemstar released a video titled RuneScape Offender Returns. In it, he talked about a man named John Phillips, who he said was a pred. Keemstar claimed Phillips was recently released from jail for SA. He also said Phillips was now streaming on Twitch looking for new victims. To prove it, Keemstar showed a screenshot of a live stream.
Now, John was arrested for this, and he recently got out of jail, and the first thing he did was stream RuneScape on Twitch.
But this time, Keemstar messed up. There really was a criminal named John Phillips, but the man was still in jail. The person in Keemstar's screenshot was not him. He got the wrong guy. The streamer in the image was actually Tony Winchester. Tony was just a regular guy playing games on Twitch. He wasn't guilty of anything illegal. Here's how the mix-up happened. Someone on Keemstar's team saw Tony streaming. They thought he looked like John Phillips, the real criminal, so they assumed that John was back online. That team member passed this false information to Keemstar, and Keemstar reported
dangerous.
it as fact without verifying it. He accused Tony of a very serious crime just because Tony resembled someone else. Keemstar's viewers believed the report. They found Tony's stream on Twitch and bombarded him with insults in the chat. Tony tried to explain he was not the man they thought he was. He didn't even know John Phillips, but they assumed he was lying.
For whatever reason, they thought my name was John Phillips and that I was lying, that I really wasn't.
I've heard of this. Now
After
think
seeing
about
Tony's
it.
reaction, Keemstar checked the story again. That's when he realized his error. He deleted the video immediately. It had been online for a few hours, but the damage was already done. Keemstar uploaded a new video blaming his team for giving him false information.
I just found out how they got the information on this story. They compared photos and guessed, and then put it in my feed as confirmed.
He fired the team members responsible for the mistake and posted an apology. He even offered Tony $1,000 as compensation, but Tony rejected it. He wanted nothing from Keemstar.
I don't want that guy to bother me no matter what. I don't want his money. I don't want his apology. I know who and what I am.
During a live stream, Tony shared how he felt. He sounded devastated.
But now everything's clear. Everybody knows I'm Tony and I never did nothing to nobody and I'm a good guy.
Once the truth came out, viewers apologized in the comments. Over 70,000 people followed Tony on Twitch. Thousands also subscribed to his YouTube channel, but Tony's reputation never fully recovered. For years, he kept dealing with the fallout from Keemstar's accusation.
Keemstar, just so you know, your BS a year and a half ago still causes me trouble every day, and it does.
6 years later, in 2022, Tony passed away from cancer. He was 69. Today, Drama Alert has
Nice.
more than 5
Also
million subscribers.
awful.
This next creator forgot to
I'm
edit
sorry.
her video before posting, and
God
everyone
damn
was
it.
shocked at what went on behind the scenes.
Whenever I hear 69, you know what's about to happen. I'm sorry, even the story is as serious as possible. Every time I hear 69, I was like, oh, 69. Sorry. I'm so sorry, Jesus.
The worst mom on YouTube. Family vlogs are supposed to be sweet and positive. Most of the time, it's just parents filming life with their kids. But when Jordan Cheyenne posted a video with her son, the internet turned on her. Viewers called her the worst mom on YouTube. And all that anger was because of what happened at the end of the video. When Jordan first joined YouTube, she made content about fitness and healthy eating.
Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have for you another fitness, health, weight loss related type of video.
Then in 2013, she had a son named Christian. Soon she started including him in her videos.
Obviously I can't leave to the gym without having a little dance party with my little guy. I do take him to the gym with me.
Over time, she became known as an influencer mom. She opened up about the struggles and joys of being a single parent. Jordan also made courses and ebooks about making money online. She said her goal was to empower other women and single mothers. Her audience connected with her message. By 2021, Jordan had 500,000 subscribers on YouTube. People trusted her, but one mistake was all it took to destroy that trust. In September 2021, Jordan filmed a video titled "We Are Heartbroken." Her little son was right beside her, and he was holding back tears. Jordan explained that their dog was very sick, and since the dog felt like family, both of them were devastated.
Please pray for her. I know she's gonna make it through. She's an amazing, beautiful little girl, and I can't wait for her to bring her home.
I love you guys.
When she finished the message, Jordan shifted her focus. She wanted a thumbnail for the video, so she asked her son to pose with her so she could grab an image from the footage. She wanted them to look as sad as possible.
Act like you're crying.
Her son was already actually crying about the situation, but she demanded him to cry in a more exaggerated way for the thumbnail. They went back and forth. He insisted he was truly crying, but Jordan wasn't satisfied. Eventually, she got the shot. They were done. Normally, YouTubers edit the footage to remove anything they don't want the viewers to see, but Jordan forgot to edit out the entire exchange with her son. She uploaded the video and the internet saw everything. Many viewers felt the clip was disturbing. Instead of consoling her son, Jordan only seemed interested in creating a catchy thumbnail.
She was being super forceful with her kid and trying to get him to act sad very aggressively to get a thumbnail for a video.
The video was bombarded with dislikes. Comments accused her of bad parenting. One viewer said Jordan was using her kids as props. Another wrote the boy was almost begging for comfort and she didn't understand what he needed. Jordan quickly realized she uploaded the unedited version. She deleted the video 30 minutes after posting it, but it was too late. Clips were already circulating across social media. Jordan couldn't ignore the backlash. She posted apology videos on YouTube and Instagram.
Me trying to get that thumbnail was just so wrong. It's such poor judgment of me, but it does not condone internet bullying and violence and harassment.
But viewers felt she was more upset about the backlash than about how she treated her son. They felt she didn't understand why people were mad. The criticism didn't slow down. People questioned whether she was ever genuine. Her brand collapsed overnight. 3 days after posting the video, Jordan deactivated her YouTube channel. Years of content disappeared. However, a few months later, she reinstated it. Her channel was back online. But this time, she made one thing clear. She would not be showing her son in future content. Next is a video that went from fun to medical emergency in seconds. The Dangerous Game. There's a difference between bold and reckless. Some YouTubers have a hard time drawing that line. People feel the Vlog Squad was one of those cases. The Vlog Squad looked like a dream team of content creators. The leader was David Dobrik, a popular YouTuber. Most of the other members were YouTubers too. They had talent, energy, and millions of viewers. However, many of their videos were more reckless than creative.
Extremely dangerous stunts that stuntmen should be doing. The only thing different here was our crew was going to be doing the stunts.
They filmed themselves skydiving, playing with fire, and pulling pranks. In one video, a member was even bitten by a snake.
This snake has made so many viral videos. I don't know if I should be doing that.
Their content was
Try to be the
mixed
next
chaos,
jackass.
comedy, and danger. Jeff Wittick was a core member of the Vlog Squad. He was a perfect fit. Jeff was charismatic and always ready to do risky stunts on camera. As Vlog Squad went viral, Jeff's own YouTube channel skyrocketed. His videos pulled in millions of views, so he kept joining bigger and crazier stunts for the Vlog Squad, and then one stunt nearly ended his life. In June 2020, the Vlog Squad tried their most risky idea yet. It involved a massive construction machine called an excavator. An excavator is normally used for digging and moving large amounts of earth, but the Vlog Squad wanted to use it to swing people around for fun. This was
That's
their plan.
fucked up.
Park the excavator in a shallow
That's fucked
lake,
up in
tie
hell.
a
What the
rope to the
fuck?
excavator's arm, attach the rope to a wakeboard, and use the excavator to whip people across the water. It was reckless, but they did it anyway. David Dobrik operated the excavator. Members of the Vlog Squad took turns riding the wakeboard.
It was basically like wakeboarding, but in the same place, and it looked really pretty on this like beautiful lake, and the lake was only like a foot deep.
It was fun, but they got bored, so they came up with an even bolder idea. They decided to climb the rope attached to the excavator and swing through the air like Tarzan. Jeff went first, and everything went wrong in seconds. David spun the excavator too fast, and Jeff slammed into the machine. He was rushed to the hospital. Doctor said he was lucky to be alive.
If it was a few inches the other way, it would have killed me. If it gone the other way, it would have cut the big blast out, so you would have died. Yeah.
After the incident, the Vlog Squad decided not to post the video on YouTube. Jeff eventually recovered, but he stopped doing stunts and focused on his own channel. Viewers noticed his scars, but he never explained them.
Legally, I can't get into what happened. My lawyers told me not to speak on it.
Months later, Jeff finally talked about the accident. He also showed clips from before and after the crash, but not the impact itself. The internet was horrified. Fans blamed the Vlog Squad for being reckless. Things got even worse in April 2021 when someone leaked the actual crash clip. People saw the exact moment Jeff got hurt. It sparked a discussion about how far creators push themselves for views. But the crash clip didn't stay online. According to reports, someone requested its removal, so it was deleted. The Vlog Dog Squad eventually split. Some former members aren't even friends anymore. Since the accident, Jeff claims he has spent a fortune on medical bills.
In February 2022, 10 months after Jeff's
That's
documentary was
fucked up.
released, he underwent his 7th eye surgery.
Just one of those surgeries could potentially cost $90,000. Jeff also implied that he holds David Dobrik responsible for the accident. Eventually, Jeff sued David Dobrik for $10 million in damages. The case is still in court. This next video got millions of
Good,
views,
he's
but
suing
was
them.
soon shut down because it took things too far. The inappropriate diss track. PewDiePie is one of the biggest YouTubers of all time, but people say he has a weak spot, that he doesn't like it when another channel gets more subscribers than him.
We must fight back! Who is this?
No, PewDiePie's chill.
Channel? This channel will pass PewDiePie. I'm number one! I'm number one!
Over the years, he's been accused of mocking rival channels and trying to bring them down. But PewDiePie crossed the line when he went after a kid's channel, and he made a video so inappropriate that YouTube had to take it down. CoComelon had nursery songs and skits, so CoComelon has a lot of controversy, which I talk about in other videos, but for the sake of this video, we'll be sticking to the basics. CoComelon was growing at an unbelievable speed. In 2020 alone, the channel jumped from 60 million to 100 million subscribers. PewDiePie couldn't believe the numbers.
69 million views a day.
69.
Bro,
Nice.
That's the bra number.
It was obvious
That's a
they
broad
were super
number.
impressed with PewDiePie's competitiveness convinced. He made a video
Absolutely.
criticizing CoComelon's content.
A pattern that I've noticed on all CoComelon videos is that they get a ton of dislikes, which is very confusing. No matter how many views on a video, there's always a ton of dislikes.
But CoComelon ignored them. They focused on their own content.
CoComelon never responded to it. They never talked about becoming the second most subscribed YouTube channel.
CoComelon hit 105 million subscribers by early 2021. At that time, PewDiePie had around 109 million subscribers. They were almost tied. Fans saw the gap shrinking and the tension building. PewDiePie saw it too. He seemed frustrated. What he did next made everything worse. In February 2021, PewDiePie released a song titled Coco. It was a diss track aimed at CoComelon. He even filmed a music video for it. As the video continued, the lyrics became explicit. PewDiePie used the F word and other swear words multiple times. In one scene, he smashed a watermelon shaped like CoComelon's logo. In another, a kid punched him and stormed out. Surprisingly, most people liked it. The song was catchy.
Overall, the music video went on to rack up over 10 million views in around 48 hours.
The video was viral, gaining momentum each day. But when YouTube saw it, it became a problem. YouTube said the video violated the platform's harassment and child safety policy. They also said it encouraged hostility between creators for financial gain. So 4 days after its release, YouTube made their decision.
YouTube stepped in and decided to take the video down shortly after it passed 11 million views.
But fans didn't let it disappear. They re-uploaded the song everywhere. Some even made remixes. In 2021, CoComelon passed PewDiePie in subscriber count, and they pulled far ahead. Right now, CoComelon has 200 million subscribers. PewDiePie has around 110 million. CoComelon won by a landslide. This next deleted video was so crazy that people called the police, fearing for their lives. The worst prank ever. Troll Station UK wanted to create the wildest prank videos possible. Right on their channel banner, they described themselves as the home of public trolling. And they took that mission seriously. They once staged a fake zombie chase through London. In another prank, an actor pretended to fall over and pass away. Every idea was original but outrageous. By late 2013, their channel was taking off. Then they planned an even more intense prank. This time they went a little too far. Their idea was simple but dangerous. They wanted the public to think a criminal was roaming the streets of London. First, they bought a paintball gun that looked real. The prankster suited up in what looked like a military outfit. Then, around November 2013, they filmed the video. It went as badly as you would expect. The actor with the paintball gun looked so believable that people panicked on sight. Many ran when they saw him coming. Someone eventually called the police. Officers rushed to the scene, ready to stop what they believed was a real attack. But the prankster ran off before the police could catch him. The Troll Station team edited the footage and put it on YouTube. It went viral. Then the fallout began. Not everyone found the video entertaining. For many, it was cruel. One comment said, "This probably seriously scared people. I like your pranks usually, but this was not funny." Hundreds of comments said the same thing. The creators ignored the backlash and left the video up. Then the UK police saw it. Remember, they tried to arrest the prankster during filming, but failed. This time, they had proof and the authority to act. Police ordered the takedown of the video. It was immediately removed from YouTube. It's not clear if charges were filed filed against the pranksters, but the controversy caused them to stop making videos. But they didn't leave YouTube for good. Once the scandal faded, they started a new channel where they also posted crazy pranks. Now it has almost 1.4 million subscribers and around 413 million views. After enough time passed, they even reposted the paintball prank that caused all the trouble. His next video
I see what had happened.
until fans felt that it could influence kids in a dangerous way. The Dream song. Anyone who plays Minecraft probably knows Dream. He's huge on YouTube with 33 million subscribers. But having that many followers comes with a downside. If you make a mistake, millions will see it, and millions will get angry. Dream learned that lesson the hard way. In June 2021, he uploaded a video. People hated it. Some even said watching it could put viewers in danger. But here's the ironic part. When Dream made that video, he thought he was sharing a positive message. Before the controversy, Dream was on a roll. He started posting Minecraft content in 2019. At the time, YouTube was saturated with Minecraft creators, but Dream knew how to grab attention.
Can they stop me from beating the Ender Dragon, or will I survive? No redos, no rematches, this is it.
His hidden identity added to the hype. For years, he wore a smiley face mask, so no one knew what he looked like. By 2020, his channel was growing at lightning speed. Many of his videos pulled in tens of millions of views. Feeling confident, Dream decided to try something new: music. He probably expected his songs to be as successful as his gaming content. In 2021, he released a song titled Mask. He even made an animated music video for it. That video would become the biggest controversy of his career. The music video followed a teenage boy. He was meant to represent Dream. With others around, the boy pretended to be happy, but privately he was struggling. He was failing school and dealing with emotional problems. Dream said the storyline was inspired by his own childhood issues, but one specific scene caused all the trouble. The boy holds a doctor's note that reads, "You are not normal." To fix his condition, the doctor gives him a bottle labeled normal pills. They're meant to make him fit in with everyone else. Instead of taking the pills, the boy throws them away. Dream later explained that this was based on his real life. As a kid, he once refused to take his ADHD medication.
I had ADHD medication. I was like mad, and I remember pouring it down the drain.
Many of his viewers seemed to take it very offensively. To them, it seemed like Dream was telling his fans to stop taking prescribed medication. The backlash hit fast. One comment said, "Dream's song Mask is genuinely harmful to people with ADHD." Dream clarified he wasn't encouraging anyone to stop medication.
And I don't know enough about them to comment on whether that was smart of me to do. I don't want to encourage anybody to do that.
But that didn't calm his angry fans. More people watched the video, and the complaints got louder. When the video reached 15 million views, Dream deleted it. He hoped that would be the end of it, but clips of it continued to circulate online. Others re-uploaded the video on YouTube. The normal pills scene even became a meme. Despite the chaos, Dream is still one of the biggest creators on the platform, and his main channel has nearly 4 billion views. And most of the people have forgotten the video that almost destroyed his reputation. This next video made viewers feel like they were
just don't
watching
know
a
how to take a
hostage
hint.
situation in real time. The girl in danger. Marina Joyce was the last person anyone expected to be involved in a controversy. She built her channel on cheerful vlog content.
Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a 50 facts about me video, so you get to know a
I
little
want
bit
to.
more about
Okay,
me.
how do I make shadows for the
Blue,
book?
she made a video that triggered one of the biggest panics in YouTube history. Marina's videos were mostly
I have an
about
idea.
makeup and fashion. She joined YouTube around 2012. Then, around late 2015, Marina's behavior began to change. She seemed awkward and repeated herself a lot.
Her mannerisms were more random and disorganized. Her speech was rapid and rambling. She was not making much sense.
Some viewers thought she was struggling with mental issues. Then the situation escalated. In one video, viewers spotted a firearm in the background.
She changed it to that camera angle where there's clearly a right there.
Marina didn't address any of the rumors. Her silence made viewers even more worried. Then in July 2016, Marina posted a video titled Date Outfit Ideas. It sent the internet into panic mode. The video was supposed to show outfits for dates, but viewers noticed some disturbing details. Marina looked tense.
Any fan of Marina's would know that the whole video, even when she was smiling, felt uncomfortable and forced.
Then viewers noticed some discoloration on her arms. The most unsettling moment happened around the 15-second mark. It looked like someone was beside Marina trying to stay off camera.
Then, during the video, you can see someone off camera directing Marina where to stand.
Her viewers jumped to extreme conclusions.
Maybe Marina had been kidnapped, was a hostage, or was otherwise in danger.
Viewers were convinced that Marina was in serious danger. In the days that followed, fans launched their own investigation. They rewatched Marina's old videos looking for clues. All that attention caused Marina's channel to explode.
Marina's channel gained 1 million subscribers, and her videos gained 50 million views
Okay,
practically overnight.
Marina's story even spread beyond YouTube.
The hashtag #SaveMarinaJoyce has been trending on Twitter over the past few days due to concerning moments in her videos.
Then something made the panic worse. The date outfit ideas video disappeared from Marina's channel. To viewers, the removal was confirmation she was in danger. They truly believed they were witnessing a hostage situation in real time. Since Marina lived in the UK, fans contacted local police. After repeated reports, London police decided to check on her. When officers visited Marina's home, they found her safe. There was no hostage situation at all. The police even tweeted to confirm she was okay. Everyone relaxed, but they were still confused about what really happened. Marina eventually made a video to clear things up. She revealed she was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis.
It actually disables your body. Like, I went blind in my left eye completely, and I had to go to the hospital and be put on steroids.
The illness affected her movement and speech. That explained why she seemed jittery in recent videos. The mysterious person off camera was not a kidnapper. It was her mom, helping behind the scenes. The discoloration on her arm came from a fall. The weapon that viewers thought they saw was only a toy. The mystery was solved, but Marina never explained why she deleted the date outfit ideas video. Most people believe she removed it because she was overwhelmed during a difficult time. The delete button exists for a reason, but sometimes when you press it, it's already too late. So my friends, think before you post, because content disappears, but consequences don't.
That is true.
If you guys want to watch part 1,
Oh wow. Whew. Honestly, most of these are just reckless. The one about Marina, I genuinely feel bad. I actually genuinely feel bad for her. Multiple sclerosis, that's awful. Yeah. If I can think about my childhood, my memory's still hazy, but if I can think of anything from my childhood, I'm thinking back in middle school. There's I think there's one of my classmates, this was back in grade school, and I was in that special student in the IEP program kind of thing going on. I think this is during the social studies class, not like the history class. It's more, for me, it's more of the hey, this is a class where you can just study, do your homework and stuff there. And it's like, okay, I think it's one of my classmates in there. If I can remember, I forget who he was going through, but I knew it was a form of cancer. Yes. I just hope he's doing better nowadays. All right, I'm gonna do. All right, next video, coming up with the next video.
It's
Hey, who's the creator?
What just happened?
Vocals.
Hi, I'm Bryson, and I'm a homebody. I love to read, build Legos, draw, write, relax indoors, play games, and spend too much time on that damn phone. However, my polar opposite mom has a strong sense of adventure and would often drag her ungrateful children into the wilderness to make memories and have adventures together, which I like to call forced family fun. Trademark.
Trademark.
I want to go home.
My name is
and watch a
trademarked.
movie. Hikes are stupid. What was that, honey? I mean, I love the woods. Let's keep hiking. That's right, dear. I can't complain too much, though. We would use a camper on our family trips, so we weren't truly roughing it. It was definitely nicer than sleeping in a tent on the ground and ruining your back. Looks like they got you doing the easy camping, huh, Cupcake? I just got back from a 42-night camping trip in the mountains where I ate nothing but tree bark and slept on a tarp on top of sharp rocks and pine cones. And then I hiked 50 miles every day. Okay. As a mandatory camping trip approached, Brody decided that it might be more fun if he invited the girl he had recently started dating.
Hey, want to go out into the wilderness and be trapped in a cramped space with me and my rambunctious family for a week?
And Jen made the insane decision to say yes because I guess she loves my brother. Again, insane.
Is this worth it?
The next night, we were playing a board game.
Stop! I needed that one!
You snooze, you lose. That's how the game goes.
Wait, is that the last brownie? You had 2 and I only had 1! Let me have it! That's it!
Then Brenner looked for a blunt object to attempt to bludgeon me with, as brothers often do. He grabbed Jen's ukulele and held it like a hammer, threatening to hit me. Imagine this. You're stranded in the wilderness with a family of tweakers and no cell service. And your boyfriend's dumb little brother is about to ruin one of your prized possessions. In that moment, Jen's sanity had finally had enough, and her soft-spoken, polite nature vanished.
Brother! No! Put that down! No!
That's when we knew she could handle anything Brody could throw at her. But could we handle everything this trip would throw at us?
Oh no, let me guess.
Mom dragged us out of bed to go on a freezing river. So, we rented these special skin-tight wetsuits that would conserve our body heat while hiking through the river. I hated hikes, but there was no getting out of a forced family fun adventure. So, I decided to make the most of it as we were hiking down. I discovered that the suit could hold air if I breathed into it, and I devised a plan to make it back down the river. Work smarter, not harder. Speaking of river adventures, years before on another family trip, we were playing in a river and found a section of smooth stone with water running over it that you could go down just like a water slide. My brothers went and made it look so fun. Then it was my turn. As I started to slide, I got cold feet and tried to bail. I desperately grabbed at a rock, but the current was too strong. I couldn't pull myself up. The rushing water blasted at me until...
Oh no! Oh no!
At least everyone else had fun because they were mocking me, like a loving family does. Fast forward years later, and we were enjoying a trip by the lake. Since we were discouraged from using our damn phones, Dad brought the next best thing, an RC boat. My brothers took turns racing it around, bumping it into each other, and making it go full speed into a wave, causing it to tumble across the water. You know, proper boat etiquette. I could just tell that my brothers were going to break the boat with how crazily they were driving it. I, however, was going to drive it carefully and responsibly like the well-adjusted young man I was. I was not going to engage in such juvenile, uncouth behavior. I kept the boat away from the waves and closer to the shore to keep it safe and secure, and... despite driving it like a grandma, the propeller hit a rock and shattered. Dad, I'm so sorry. It's okay, son. We can still fix it. I don't feel that bad, though, because most of Dad's RC toys were killed by Dad's own poor judgment. I get at least one freebie. Time to drive this new fancy RC car right in front of all of the family dogs. Well, at least they can't reach the plane. God, got it! We walked out to the beach and set up some shade to chill out at the lakeside.
That's funny.
I needed a place to leash Bo, but it was all just sand. Luckily, I thought ahead and brought a sand anchor. We screwed it into the ground and patted the sand down tight, and leashed the beast to it. Huzzah! Another obstacle conquered by the great Bryson's gift of foresight. We were having fun, swimming, playing spike ball, and flying kites, when suddenly Bo target locked on a family with a dog. Well, good thing he's leashed up. My foresight, however, did not account for this.
He's loose!
Put yourself in that family's shoes. You've just witnessed a 90-pound pit bull break out of its industrial-grade restraints by doing a pop shove it, and is now barreling towards you at full speed. What is your next move? Fortunately, Bo is friendly and just wanted to play, so I didn't have to clean up another massacre. That stunning 360
Another
maneuver has
massacre.
become
Oh
crystallized in
no,
time
you
in
know
our
your dog would
family
never
history.
joke about
I'm more impressed
massacres.
than anything, honestly. It's the most graceful acrobatic thing he's ever done. One of the few saving graces of being forced to live in a camper for a weekend is camping food.
That's
Especially
industrial
our
grade.
traditional
That
first
company needs to be
night
sued.
tinfoil dinners. It's made with basic ingredients, but something about cooking it in the fire scratches that caveman itch in my brain and makes it taste way better than it should. And my other favorite camping food
cavemen.
is woofums. You form some biscuit dough over your woofum stick, roast it over the fire, and when you take it off the stick, it has a perfect pocket to fill with scrambled cheesy eggs and bacon. Why are they called woofums? Oh, because you woof them down. Haha, I get it.
Oh no,
And we even made Dutch oven pizza once.
Jesus
That was
fucking
true
Christ,
fine
what the
dining in the wilderness. But of course, we also did the classics, like roasting hot dogs by the fire. I had just finished cooking my hot
too
dogs
much. That was too
had a
much.
beautiful, even crispiness all around it. I put it in a bun and went to the table where the condiments were. It was dark, so I grabbed what I thought was the ketchup and covered my hot dog with it. But the texture was off. I brought my hot dog into the firelight to see that it was relish, which I hate. My perfectly cooked hot dog was ruined. My blood boiled.
I love
I
relish.
was overwhelmed with rage, and I let out a scream that every camper within a mile could hear. Fudge! Only I didn't say fudge. I said the word, the big one, the F-dash-dash-dash word. To make my night even more
Lol.
perfect, when we were cooking s'mores later, I had finally gotten my marshmallow to a perfect even golden brown, and Brayden whacked his skewer into my marshmallow, causing it to fall in the fire. Then, that night, as I was just about to get into the shower, Brayden pushed me aside and jumped. This was the final straw. Enjoy your shower, Brayden. For our next trip with our extended family, we all rented ATVs so we could tear up the
Oh, that's
sand.
funny, but you a
Later in the day,
bitch.
Brody and I wanted to go on another excursion, but the big ATV was being used by my parents, so we asked to borrow our grandparents' ATV, and they said yes. And off we went on an adventure. Now, I didn't know this, but this ATV was narrower than the bigger one I was used to. So I went to do a power slide just like I had done before, but since it was narrower, the ATV tipped on its side. As it tipped, Brody reached out, attempting to parry the earth itself and prevent us from tipping. His ego was damaged far more than his arm was. We tried our best, but we couldn't tip it right side up, and the sun was starting to set. We can't tip it, and it's getting dark, and we're gonna die and get eaten by coyotes.
Coyotes are the least of your worries out on these dunes.
Oh hell.
Luckily,
Oh, Star Wars
another ATV
reference.
drove by, Brody waved him down, and the
I
guy
is
helped
new.
us tip it back up. After that, I had lost my appetite for driving. My need for speed, one might say. So
Need for
Brody drove us
speed.
back to the campsite and told everyone what happened. And everyone made fun of me, like a loving family does. For the next
Alright,
trip,
time to
we
do
were
the
gonna go on a
hands.
slot canyon hike. So I once again used my wonderful gift of foresight and bought little boots to keep Bo and Dixie's paws cool on the hot rocks. And to eat up the other fashionless dog. Despite being an old grandma dog, Dixie loved hiking with us. However, it definitely was tiring for her. So much so that when she found a shady spot, she wouldn't even bother with the quadruple spin process to lie down. She would just stop holding herself up and plop down on the ground to start resting as soon as possible.
I'm taking a nap! I'm taking a nap here! Good night!
Whenever we would go hiking, Dixie
Wow.
had to be with us. She refused to be left at the campsite.
Time is it?
She would run back and forth between the people in the front
Mm.
and the people in the back during the hikes. It was always so sweet how she insisted on being around us. And whenever a
Aw.
camp trip was over and she
I
saw
could do
us
an extra
start
30
packing
minutes.
up, she would plant herself in the cars and refuse to get out. I'm coming whether you like it or not. And also, I call shotgun. After that trip, she was exhausted. She literally rested for like 2 weeks. But to her, it was worth it just to be with us. I'll always cherish the time we got to spend with her. Last year, Dixie passed away. I'll love and miss her forever. Goodbye,
Oh,
Dixie.
Smart Galaxy
You
library
quintessential family
music.
dog. Sweet, protective, and loyal. You'll live on in
Having
our
that
hearts
Nintendo
forever.
lawsuit
Dogs are
right
not with
there.
us our whole lives, but they make our lives whole. In conclusion, I'm glad my mom forced us to take adventures. I actually love hiking now. We made so many fun family memories that I'll cherish forever. Except for that time Dixie got sprayed by a skunk. What is that? I can't breathe! Although, when Bo passes away, I might have to go full John Wick mode.
John.
I'm taking this! Don't you ever pull a stunt like that again! And I'm taking these as well! I wanna apologize.
Aww, pictures. Aww. Also, face reveal kind of thing going on. Oh, rest in peace, Dixie.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Bryson. I hope you enjoyed this radical video about our family camping stories. It's hard.
Also, the amount of dick jokes I wanted to make. We're not doing that. I mean, Dixie jokes, I mean. Don't worry, Twitch, I'm a good girl.
There's literally 5.
I literally just theft. I literally just theft in a nutshell.
Different drinks I could have chose, but I chose this one. Hey, I didn't like my meal. Could I get restaurant credit for this?
Oh, yeah, of course.
If you aren't doing this method, then what are you doing? It's free money. Baby oil.
Wow.
I literally just theft. Also, I need to replace the batteries for my mouse real quick. Alright, there we go. What? How's everyone's day been? Doing well? Okay. There we go.
Oh my god. And all we gotta do is reseal this bag.
What a piece of shit. So today we're going to be learning how to be a criminal, taught by a man with a Wi-Fi connection and a bunch of audacity. This TikTok professor is showing everyone how to shoplift from Walmart using old receipts, how to finesse
That'll go definitely well. That'll go well.
basically
That'll go really well. Definitely.
theft with confidence. He even thinks it's funny to show us how to mess with people by tampering with food and then putting it back on the shelves for unsuspecting customers who waste their hard-earned money.
Oh no.
The wildest part of all of this is that he is not embarrassed. He's posting tutorials. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna scroll through his little master class, and I'll let you know exactly how this is not hustling, it's not beating the system, it's not life hacks, it's theft. Plain and simple.
It's theft.
And when you brag about it online, it's not a flex, it's evidence. So this TikTok user is 𝙂𝙀 Gambles. And this little heathen has 58,000 followers and 1.1 million likes on TikTok. The like button has been tapped 1.1 million times on his TikTok account. We're just gonna start diving through and see what he's teaching people.
There's an extra receipt. It was all wet, so it's kind of hard to see, but I think they got this bleach right here. Plus these dryer sheets. And finally,
this is his most infamous hack of getting free stuff with receipts that are thrown away in the trash. He doesn't always dig through the trash to get the receipts out. Sometimes he just walks up to people in the parking lot and takes them. Yeah, or finds them blowing on the ground or whatever. So let's see exactly what this hack is.
I think I just found the jackpot. Come on, please. No way. There's an extra receipt. It was all wet, so it's kind of hard to see, but I think they got this bleach right here. Plus these dryer sheets. And finally, we got these car fresheners, but I don't know what to do with these. I'm actually never going to use this stuff, but it's free, so I have to take it. Just this thing. Perfect. Have a good one. No shot. He just ignored the highlighted part.
Oh, God, this video is going to piss me off.
Do any of these cards have a receipt? No way. This person bought a $200 controller. No way. All right, we're at the PS5 section, and I see it. Crap, it's behind glass. I think it's the $200 one? Yeah, looks good to me. I can't believe this thing was $200, but now we just have to return it. Hello, can I return this?
Did you want to back us cash or return card?
Can I get cash?
Yeah.
If you aren't doing this method, then what are you doing? It's free money.
That's
That
always
right there
theft.
is called return fraud. That is return fraud. Oh, God. People go to prison for this.
They do go to prison for that.
Let me get lucky. Let me get lucky. No way. This is how you get free money. Hey, I didn't like my meal. Could I get restaurant credit for this?
Oh, yeah, of course. Grab a sleeve here if you haven't ordered.
Thank you so much.
Have a good night.
Hey, you too. Ah, it's good. Let's see what we got in here. It's like a chicken sandwich.
That is literally theft and a half.
Post this, and the description, he said that he got a $20 credit or a $20 gift card for a next meal, and they remade his meal for free at Chick-fil-A. So all he did was go into the trash, find a receipt, said that he didn't like his food. Not only did he get it remade for free, what was on the receipt he got remade for free, but he also got a $20 credit for a future purchase. So slimy. So slimy.
That is fucked up and a half.
Yeah, this will do.
Wasting retail workers' time.
Wow, he didn't even say anything.
What does he mean totally legal? Literally says free stuff hack, totally legal. All he did was pick up items and walk out the front door. That's all he did. That's all he did. How is that legal? How is that legal?
This is how you
It's
get free
not
gas. We already changed
at
this
all.
one. Now we have to do this one. Now we put that pump all the way over here. And we wait for somebody to pull around and we take their gas. Oh, we got a victim. It's over now. Thanks for the free gas, bozo. This is how you get free gas.
Oh God, he's taking it beyond shoplifting. Still illegal, by the way.
That's still. I would be pissed.
Hi, can I just do a water cup? Now that I'm here, we just need to wait for more orders over there. There's so many drinks to choose from. There was literally 5 different drinks I could have chose, but I chose this one.
Yeah, just hang around Starbucks and just walk up and take a drink. Just steal. Yeah, it's not how to get free drinks. It's how to steal from people.
Could I get a receipt of the last thing somebody ordered? 10-piece meal? Yeah, sure. Looks good to me, thank you. Quick, before they see me, I just took somebody's meal and it worked!
They said stop, stop.
Oh my God. All of this is stealing. It's just stealing.
Oh yeah, these headphones look nice.
All that is just stealing in half. Like, what the fuck?
Perfect, thank you so much.
Dude.
Wow, these are so nice. All we have to do is replace these $6 headphones in here and it'll look brand new. Now it looks like I didn't even touch it. Oh, I'm looking to return these. Thank you so much. Yeah. Have a good one. Oh my God, it actually worked. The $150 headphones that I got for free.
Return fraud.
Return fraud.
Same thing as shoplifting. This guy, he does this kind of stuff all the time, and he is posting the evidence all over his TikTok.
How is he not caught by
encouraging
now?
Other people to do it too. This is absolutely disgusting. Why is this kind of content allowed? He's clearly posting crimes, encouraging people to do them as well. Why is he still on this platform? Why is he still on this platform?
Excuse me, do you guys have a return policy?
Yes.
All right.
You do an exchange or a return.
Thank you. Yeah, you too. Wow, this looks nice. We just gotta twist this off, and now we put this in the spray bottle. And the water goes in the cologne bottle. Put this away, and now you return it. Can I return this cologne? I think it went through. Wow, I can't believe that just worked.
Again with the return fraud. Shoplifting and return fraud. Those are his 2 hacks of choice.
No way. Jackpot. Boy, did I get lucky. They got some Pepsi, Ruffles, Cheerios, granola bar, and finally this one. And now we just walk out. Oh, there's my receipt. Thank you. No shot, this just worked.
Yeah, it did just work. Because Walmart employees are not paid enough to look at minute details. They're not going to look at a timestamp. They're not going to look at a date. They're just going to trust that their customers aren't shoplifting because they're holding a receipt in their hand. But this is clearly shoplifting, and he is teaching people to commit crimes that will land them in jail. This is insane to me.
What could I get for you?
I'm just getting a water cup. Is that possible?
Yeah, you're all set.
Thank you. I just got a water cup. Am I all good to pull up? Thank you. I really hope this works.
Hi, from Malik.
Yep. Thank you.
You're all set.
This is the water cup right here?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Oh my God. Oh, Malik, you are the man. I don't know how Chick-fil-A never learns. I keep getting free meals. I'm just getting a water.
So proud of it. He's so proud of it.
You're just gonna get sued.
Do you guys have any Celsiuses?
So this right here is evidence that he knows he's stealing. He knows he's stealing. He literally put the caption at the top of this video, "Why is stealing low-key allowed?" So he knows that he can walk in somewhere, take it, and walk out, and nobody's gonna do anything. He knows that it's stealing.
Oh, perfect.
And he is fucking asshole.
This method always prevails.
So he can't say, "Oh, I didn't realize that it wasn't really a hack. I didn't realize that it's, my ability to get free food. I didn't know it was wrong." Clearly, the caption on this video shows that he knows that it's wrong. And let's just say, okay, so here, let's play devil's advocate for a minute, right? Let's play devil's advocate. Let's just say all of these videos that he posts are fake. Let's say he's already paid for the stuff ahead of time, right? Let's say that any receipt that he uses where he is getting free stuff, also known as shoplifting, let's just say that that is his receipt. He's already bought everything. Or when he did the headphone gag, let's just say that he actually bought those headphones and then he did return the correct ones and he just made it look like he had done return fraud. Let's just say that he's doing all of this for the content and he's not actually shoplifting. That doesn't negate the fact that he is teaching people to do it who might not know that it's all fake. People watching these videos might think that these are actually hacks. And all he's doing is perpetuating a problem that's already bad. This is why shoplifting, fraud, this is why it's getting so out of control, because it's running rampant. It keeps being made worse. That's why prices are going up. That's why honest people are being more restricted because of assholes like this perpetuating the problem. So for anybody in the comments who wants to say it's all fake, it's all fake. He's probably buying stuff ahead of time. He's not really returning, those $6 headphones in place of the Beats. He's not really doing that. It's all for the camera. It doesn't negate the fact that he is teaching people how to do it that might not know that all of this is staged. And these people will probably go do it. This guy has 1.1 million likes on his videos. He has 58,000 followers. You can't tell me that all 58,000 of these people know that he's joking and would never try this. It's like he is creating an army of people to go out and steal, to take free food from businesses that might not be paying close enough attention, to take advantage of policies where if you didn't like the food, maybe you get a credit or you get it remade for free. He's telling people to take advantage of big corporations and shoplift stuff, which a lot of people might say, it's fine, fuck the corporations, fuck Walmart. We'll just take from them. They can take some losses. You think that, but it always results in prices getting higher and higher for the rest of us. So nothing about what he's doing is remotely acceptable, even if he's faking it all. But I don't think he's faking it all. I really think that he's just this big of an asshole. And if you didn't think that all of this was bad enough, let me show you him teaching people how to prank unsuspecting shoppers by tampering with their food.
Open this up. And we won't need these. Someone's gonna be eating that. A lot of baby oil. The bottle. And it'll be nice, so I'll put a half-eaten one in there. To make this look real, we're gonna glue this shut too. Let's put it back. No one can tell it was even tampered with.
Put a condom in there, put some lube, half-eaten bar, a bottle of water to give it some
He's a
weight.
fucking
That's the
asshole.
important part. You got to make sure you put a bottle of water in there so the box has some weight. Otherwise, someone will pick it up until it's empty, right?
Yeah, this'll do. Oh, yeah. Hope you like Doritos with a side of 𝙭. Now for the baby oil.
Wow.
Oh my god. And all we gotta do is reseal this bag. Time to put it back.
What the fuck?
Someone's not gonna be happy.
Again, even if he's not really leaving it there, even if he does do that and then puts it back on the shelf just for the video, and then when the camera's turned off, he takes it off of the shelf, even if he's not really leaving it there for someone to unknowingly buy, he's teaching people how to do it. He's teaching people that it can be done. And not only that it can be done, but that it's funny. And I don't see anything funny about this. Groceries are expensive enough, so now you're going to encourage people to tamper with food, which is illegal, by the way. You're going to tamper with food so that people waste money that they probably don't have to waste. This guy is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting.
Excuse me, miss?
And a half.
Can I have your receipt?
Sure.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Excuse me, could I get a bag?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. These shorts look really nice. Wow, this method needs to be patched.
What a piece of shit.
This method needs to be patched. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Perfect. I'm starving. Thank you. No way this is gonna work. It says that he got these baked chips and these popcorners that are right next to each other. It actually couldn't be easier. He got these kind granola bars. On this receipt, he got Diet Coke. Well, I don't like Diet Coke, so we're gonna get regular Coke instead and see if it works. Can you check this? Am I good? Thank you. Have a good one. No way. It's that easy.
I can't watch anymore. This guy is making my blood boil.
Walmart
To
has
be very clear, this is not
pretty much.
cheating
I noticed
the
Walmart
system.
had now made it a
It's not
requirement to check
giving it
every
to
receipt,
corporations. It's not a
or else the
lie.
employee will be
It's
fired.
theft. And then when you package it up like entertainment and hand it to thousands of people like it's a tutorial, you're not just making bad decisions. You're encouraging other people to make worse ones. And then guess what happens when theft goes up? Prices go up, security gets tighter, and regular people are forced to deal with the fallout. But hey,
Yeah.
at least you got some likes, right? If you're going to expose something, expose corruption, not how to scam a combo meal. Anyway, let me know what you think down in the comments below. I've obviously let you know my thoughts. I personally just think there's always good and bad when it comes to social media and the internet. This is clearly one of the bad. I don't understand how these videos are allowed to be on a platform. It's literally broadcasting criminal activity. And in case you couldn't tell, I reported him. If you guys like this kind of content, remember to hit the thumbs up button before you leave. While you're down there, also double check, make sure you are subscribed and ring that notification bell. That way you're notified whenever I post my next video. Thank you guys again so much for watching. I will see you in the next one.
So that was it. So I think what we're gonna do is pretty much end off today's stream here. I'm pretty happy about the progress we made, and hopefully I'll do another art stream soon if I don't get bombarded with. If I get bombarded with a lot of collabs, obviously I'm gonna do the collabs first. But if I have time to do an art stream, I'll do the art stream. That being said, chat. Hopefully, y'all enjoyed today's stream, and my name is Brandon Blitz. I'm a variety streamer. I stream lots of video game chat suggestions as well as draw art, and hopefully I'm doing 3D modeling for everyone here. I think it's like I do have a few collabs coming up as well, but obviously I'm gonna keep that as a surprise. That being said, just relax for a little bit. I do have a collab coming about 2 hours from now. And that being said, I get going with Blitzies. Bye bye, Matane.